Men who like thirst trap pics on Instagram while in a serious relationship. Why? I think you hit the nail on the head with today's version of Playboys under the bed, except that you can view the photos without liking them. The liking is a weird behavior, especially since it has basically no upside and only really downside risk if you're in a relationship. Not taking a side one way or the other, whether liking photos when you're in a relationship is good or bad. Just observing that it's irrational at an individual level when you can look at the same photo without doing something that might, justifiably or unjustifiably, pee off your partner. My boyfriend used to like and comment on other girls' pics while we were in a relationship, so I started posting my own while dating him, and he got jealous that other guys were commenting on mine, so then he stopped. Lol. What's funny about this is them projecting into your posts. If they think that the other guys are hitting on you, then they are definitely hitting on the girls they are commenting on. Exactly. I wouldn't know. Besides my friends, I only follow BBQ and funny dog accounts. Green flag. Not so fast. He said BBQ. Are we talking propane or charcoal? I'll tell you what. The liking of the photos isn't weird to me. What is cringe-worthy are the comments. I saw one pic where a guy commented, "Now that isn't a that needs my D up in it." Really? That S just sounds desperate and creepy. Damn girl US with that ass. I honestly feel like it's a weird to publicly like thirst traps. I would never do it and feel weird if my girlfriend did the equivalent. Just feels disrespectful to the person I'm with. This is how I feel. How is it so hard to grasp? It's not the men calling you insecure and making excuses for their behavior with, "But I'm a man, I can't help it," are just immature. There are plenty of men out there who can help it and are respectful and considerate towards their relationship. You don't have to be the cool girl. I've never been more happy to be an out of touch 49-year-old man. I have no idea what the hell thirst trap pics are and have zero interest in finding out. Yeah, I always thought thirst traps were posts or short videos that started innocently and segued into something sexy, or vice versa. I forget which. Just means thirsty for attention. Any sort of media made with the intent of appealing to thirsty/horny desires is a thirst trap, because the post itself was a trap set to catch the interest of thirsty men/women that will engage with the content because they are sexually attracted to the body presented in it. I was like this. I can't really say why, but I totally get why it upsets you, and I don't like making my wife feel like that, so I have stopped. To me it was like porn. I didn't do it on Insta, I was doing it on porn subreddits and shit, but I get it. It's way more personal than going to Pornhub to rub one out. I do better now for my relationship and my wife is my thirst trap now. Lol. Precisely my thoughts. Gave up the porn. Suddenly my wife became the only thirst trap. Never been more horny for her. Kinda dealt with this in my relationship as well. I basically summarized it as you stated in earlier comments, with it being a pocket Playboy mag. My boyfriend Zig was basically just pornsters and old hookups who also posted thirst traps all the time. I tried not to let it bother me, for the spirit of not making waves, but it started to eat away at me. I told him, and he totally understood and deleted a lot of the accounts he followed. He said my happiness and comfort is above his stupid behavior. It's been some time since then, and I'm 100% comfortable now. I don't care if he looks really. It's just kinda embarrassing to see his name attached to every half-naked girl on the internet. Kinda like I don't care if he watches porn, but I don't want to see what kind of porn he's watching. I felt the same way. Justin Berra read that his name was on every bikini pic, a pic, etc. on other girls' profiles. My ex used to follow these kinds of accounts, and that's why he's my ex. I see what men say to rationalize it. I'll never consider this to be respectful in a monogamous relationship, especially since these men would be the first to protest if their girlfriends and wives started posting pictures like that. That makes sense. You're allowed to not be okay with it. It's important to try to look for a partner who is compatible with you. Don't let people make you think your want for a compatible partner is wrong. I think I'm a generation too old for that. Following and liking Instagram girls just seems so pointless to me. Then again, just ogling women in any capacity just isn't something I've done. I've never liked going to strip clubs or having strippers at bachelor parties either. I seriously don't understand the stripper bachelor party thing. What a weird thing to do the day before you get married. I'm so glad more and more people are choosing other ways to celebrate starting their marriage. I'm a man and I don't understand it either. I don't see the point of gushing over thirst trap pics even if you're single. Does anyone think a woman who posts thirst trap pics is going to notice one more like and think I'm going to find out who that is and have sex with him? Yeah, I think looking at the pics is okayish. But it's the dudes that leave comments or even the ones that send them money that are oblivious to the reality that the woman is not and will not be interested, let alone remember you in 24 hours. I've randomly come across these Facebook posts of bikini barista/breastorcent type places and the comments are littered with horny old men shooting their shot. Some of the cheesiest lines you could imagine with other old dudes liking them too. So sad and pointless. I would not trust the average response of Reddit to give you an accurate answer for your understanding of porn and thirst traps. There is a large chance that the people answering you are less than 24 years old and have had less than 2 romantic relationships. And the people with the real answers won't, because they'll get downvoted to oblivion and marked as controversial. Because ungabunga me like booty. Ah yes, of course. Literally this is usually all it is. Dumb guy sees hot girl and likes photo. Solution is to not date the dumb guys who say ooga booga booty to explain something. I don't understand why some guys will actually like a picture of some random Instagram thought. But obviously just casually viewing these pictures is akin to watching porn. I do find liking the actual picture odd. I don't see the point of it. I find it odder when they leave a comment like, half the time, it's a middle-aged dude with a profile picture with him and his wife or kids. Dream a little dream, I guess. I can't count the number of times this has happened, and I knew the dude had a GF or wife. We notice and then it's weird knowing that. That's f bizarre of them to do and pretty disrespectful. As a man of Reddit, I just watch porn on the hub. I don't give a fraction of a res about girls on social media the same way I don't give a res about my city's minor league baseball team. Hope my answer sheds insight. Yeah, it's just a cheap thrill. Guys respond to visual stimulation. A guy in a serious relationship can look at an attractive woman and think yeah right bang that, but would never act on it. My wife reads trashy romance novels, and they always have some unattainable guy as a hero, with crazy sex. It scratches an itch for her. No big deal, she's my wife. I certainly don't think she is disrespecting me. Exactly. Many committed women read trashy romance novels and even smuts. Doesn't necessarily mean her partner isn't enough for her. I don't really look at those. Sometimes I see them on my feed and might go, oh, she's pretty, and then move on. I used to follow a lot of those accounts. And yeah, it was basically a playboy under the bed thing before deciding to focus on the real women in my life and deleted the pubs. Excuse me, I'm a gentleman. I only like my wife's thirst trap pictures. Because I'm a piece of SGBH. At least you're honest. Maybe he used to be a piece of shit. Even when I was single I just saw thirst trap pictures as someone fishing for attention. Never liked them then. Never like them now. To me, the girls I like wouldn't post thirst traps, so that might be the reason I don't care for them now or when I was single. I don't do it because it seems weird that my mom, my sister, my dad, and my niece can all see what I like on IG. I just watch porn like a normal vanilla man. That being said, it's hard to say that a thirst trap post didn't lead me to the bathroom to begin with. Once I realized how many are trying to get me on there, if it became a real turn off. I don't like strip clubs. I don't like car salesmen. These of thirst traps feel like the two combined. How do they see what you like? I only recently realized how prevalent this is in men. Kinda crazy. Half the pictures I like on social media I'm half paying attention to. I'll scroll through a few posts, realize I liked a thirst trap, and go back and unlike because I just ask myself why. As I've gotten older I've kinda vetted the people I follow and rarely see thirst traps anymore. It's a much better place. If you send them sexy pics and they still liking thought pics on Insta, then you're with the wrong guy. When my wife regularly sent me nudes when we were LDR, I solely masturbated to those pics. Not even porn. 'Cause those nudes are special. It's for my eyes only. That's really sweet. A very touching story about how this guy wanks to his wife. How can people enjoy them? Most of them are blurry mess of filters and warping. I'm a man and I don't think you are insecure for not wanting your boyfriend to do that. I think it's completely unacceptable. It's disrespectful. I wonder how many men would not be irked by their partner doing it. Literally don't think being confused by this makes you insecure at all. Liking and commenting on those pics shows interest, and there's no reason to publicly demonstrate that on Instagram, where friends/family can see. No way.